long for you. You won't have to wait forever just to find that special one. So don't let it weigh on your mind. 'Cause someone needs you. Someone does. Someone who loves you all your life. Oh, you'll have another chance. That someone found you, and like yourself, it didn't take too long to do. It did on me forever just to find that special one, and you didn't let it weigh on your mind. No. 'Cause someone needs you. Someone does. Someone who loves you all your life. Oh, you'll have another chance. Hey everybody, so that was me doing a live performance of Someone Needs You from ortoPilot. ortoPilot is the OG GOAT streamer on Twitch. He's an amazingly talented human. What he does, no one else can do. I'm not doing it here. I'm not even trying to do that shit here. So let's talk about what we got. We're working with a song called Someone Needs You. It's from his latest release. I think this is his website here. See if there's, yeah, it's called The Path, and that is his latest original album. So check him out in all the places. That's what he looks like. Cute photo there, ortoPilot. I think his name is Matt. If you see him out, you know, in the market, just be like, "Hey Matt, what's happening, man? Loop those melons, dude." So, what I've done, I'm not trying to. This guy does is just amazing stuff. So, I just covered his stuff. I do things a little bit different from how he does on Twitch. I also am a music streamer on Twitch, and this is the project. So let's talk about the project. This project, how it was performed and stuff. So obviously, I left an imperfect performance in there. I don't know. I was gonna say normally I wouldn't, put something out that had like obvious imperfections, especially in things like guitar solos. But I'm coming to the point nowadays, everything's so perfect. Everywhere you go, it's all so perfect. I'm like tired of the perfect. So I'm just throwing out stuff with all the mistakes and everything, just as if it were a live performance on my stream, like on Twitch. Like this is exactly how shit looks when I do it live. And it's not perfect usually. It's good, it's close, but it's not perfect. So there you have. So let's talk about the actual project, what I've got going on. and why I chose to keep that performance. And so the main reasons that you do stuff different every time. So like I divide my projects out into each part of the song, and then I use my feet. If you've come around here before, I use my foot controllers to get around the project scenes in Ableton, as it were. And I'll use my feet to get around and then, kick off different scenes as we go. So this one I did different things through this section and this section. Those were different. And then I often make use of this little device. I always group all my channels kind of under everything so I can do things to them outside of the live mic and the live guitar. And so one of the benefits of doing such a thing, so everything in the entire project except the live channels are all in this group channel, and this group channel has things on it like auto filter. So that's, fun when I remember it's there and I play with it. But then we've also got, which I do remember is there, the chop, block, and beat repeat, which give us this. So, and then when you're doing, when you've got stuff that's more beat oriented, more transits in the beats, like this section. So I like to make use of this. You can see. I can control the speed of it. Want to pitch, or just and then we're off. So whoops, let's go back over here to the old Raven. So what I liked about this performance was where I was using this. I did use that beat repeat stutter effect. Transitioning in between some things, and managed to do that, change guitar patches, and hit the trigger for the next scene somewhat seamlessly, which that doesn't always happen. I don't even try that usually, because it's kind of a recipe for disaster lots of times. But we'll go through the project a little bit, break it down. So I've got kind of two start sections that I can mess around with. There's this little piano melody that carries through the whole piece. So that's kind of prominent throughout everything. It's prominent in this. Then we're kind of just pairing that up with this little sound called boost out of Anna 2. It's just kind of a little staticky, pulsy kind of a thing. We go from there into this, which gives you a lot more. Got a controller that's not right, so let's fix that. This group channel I'm talking about here, I mapped the fader to a hard controller also over here, and it's currently not going up high enough. That's better. So we've got now that we get to this bigger section, obviously you can hear more stuff. Looks like we've got 3 piano things happening. Why would we have that? Oh, one's a pad, one's a piano, and one's just a different line. So we've got a guitar. Let's get some stuff soloed up here. We'll talk about what's in this project. Solo my voice so we don't lose it. But we've got some acoustic guitar. Pretty simple. It's a Martin. What's on the front of it, though, we've got the Rockman chorus delay emulation, which is what gives it that wide sound. Here's off. On. It's quite nice. So just the one, we let that sit there with the piano. Hello. The piano melody and the piano pad. Oh, isn't that lovely? It's just lovely. On the end of this section, we do have a riser. That's That's an air riser. We've also got a guitar kind of a sound riser. As you can see, that one comes through there. Let's add that in. You'll hear that when it comes around, and of course there's that boost sound still running. So, and that's just going, and it gets louder, and then it goes bam into the next big section. So, in the next big section introduces all the heavy guitars. We've got 2 7-string tracks, an 8-string track, and a 6-string track, and it goes. Boo! Oh, I'm like, why don't we hear it? Because I'm still soloing my mic. Oh yeah. And then my live guitar is playing that melody too, that the piano's playing. Dum, dum, dum. And then we go right into the verse. So, and if I want a verse that I can just loop on and just hang out for a while and jam or whatever, this is the first verse is what I pick because there's no vocals. The second verse does have vocals. And so, again, all the same instruments we're making use of there. We added a bass guitar and we added drums from Gecko Drums. Our other drums are a loop from this seismic library from Slate. Those are the 2 drum sounds, and then of course the bass. Nothing too crazy with the bass. A little bit of chorus. It goes through a Neve EQ model. The whole thing's on an SSL E model, console model. Little compression, not much. And then we've also, the magic comes from this plugin from Slate, which just fucking kills anything on bass. It's so awesome. It does wonders. Here we'll A/B it on and off. Mostly you hear it like with systems with subs, big playback areas, car stereos. It's like what it does is hard to describe, but it gives you this full, super full body and bottom on the bass without ever shaking the crap out of everything and ruining the mix, which is like really easy to do with a bass guitar. So that gets us to the chorus, pretty much. The chorus, we add an orchestral section, right? So so you can hear the chorus, and then of course there's a bunch of vocals too. It's mostly doubled vocals. A harmony doubled, and another double of some kind, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that one's the same. And then those get, yeah, that's right. Those 2 will go in and out of the same and different a little bit. It oscillates one note through one passage. Just for like a dissonance character. So that's the first chorus. There's no heavy guitars and stuff in it. The second chorus Yes, and drums and bass. The second chorus sounds like this. This track here is a stand-in track that I use to when I make the harmony tracks, so I'm just kind of turning it on so it sounds not so dumb when we listen to it. So after this chorus, then we have this in jam, bom bom. ortoPilot, the artist, he does some solo stuff, a little bit of guitar work over that part. I found that to be a good opportune spot to throw a fat solo up in there. So we can talk about the solo real quick. I don't often do that, but since I botched it pretty good in the performance earlier, why not, right? We'll just talk about it a little bit. So before I forget, I think I said all that stuff. Everything in this project runs through all my Slate plugins, which means there's like a LA2A compressor kind of on everything. It's running through a SSL console for this project. We've got a SSLG bus compressor on the master. I'm trying to think what else. Other than that, all the basic stuff. There's lots of Neve EQs peppered in to get that sweet EQ thing that the Neve boards put out. It's just this mid-range awesomeness, and the rest are probably SSLs. Amps are always THU. The guitar is a Kiesel Osiris. Love this thing. Videos on all this stuff, man. Just hop into my channel. You'll find them. So the solo. We've got that little line. Couple of kind of double notes in there, just for nothing kind of more than time. And then all these little notes. Are just kind of just a little dance, just kind of a little circular dance, like, just around the same thing. Really just to get back to that. And then we're going to go into one of those. The artist, ortoPilot, did that, a little bit of that kind of stuff, a little bit. I think like that was kind of in my sphere of influence. Generally when I do a song like this where I'm going to do different from the original, a lot of these covers, if you've been on my channel, the covers are pretty close to the original. This is not one of those. I'm kind of doing my own thing with this, so I'll not listen to the song a lot while I'm like making my parts, kind of until I really need to know the vocal well. I won't like intensely, critically listen to the song that much. Just enough to get it going, and then I follow the template. So I don't know what the point of saying that Again, that whole passage ends early so that you can get that space in there, and it's all about getting to this, that next little bit, right? And then so after that we have a little pentatonic blues section. Usually it's ended up being almost that every time, and then that's just to get to. Then we're going to go, at which time we hit the crux of this solo, which is a passage that I flubbed in the performance, where I should go. That. I flubbed up these two, the D and the G string, but the notes are. Then we do another one of trill things. Get up to those, notice that every part of the solo banks off of one of these. Like, keep with the theme of what the guy wrote, Then we're going to come down. We're going to go back up. Whoops. And come all the way down. And the song is over. And so, dude, ba-boom, there you go. That is Someone Needs You. A fantastic tune from ortoPilot. Go check him out at all the places. I'll put links in the description to this video. For real, check out his stream if you want to get your mind blown. He live loops stuff like it's totally amazing. It's awe-inspiring. It's the shizzle. Go pizzle it isle, my nizzles. I don't talk like Snoop Dogg, but apparently I did today. So cheers. Rock your day, y'all.